What we do here is go back.
I'm here tonight, Stamford Bridge, for Friday night football, Chelsea versus Liverpool, so I'll catch up with you in a bit.
I found it tough, but I found that if I set myself deadlines and targets for things like my dissertation and my final video and radio pieces, I found that it wasn't too stressful.
The whole year needs to be planned out well, but also you got to have fun with it. Remind yourself that you have got 9 months to do it, so don't stress all about it in September. Give yourself the 9 months to calmly do it, but just make sure it's pre-planned.
Finally, it was good. Obviously, I think I got a decent grade, and if you work hard enough, you'll get a decent grade too. It's not easy. It's not easy, that's for sure. If you put in the work, put in the hours, you should get decent grades.
It would probably be something to do around the news days, to be honest, because obviously you've got various different roles within news days with TV and radio. And I'd probably advise students to try and vary their roles from week to week as much as possible and try your hand at everything really, because when it comes to your final pieces, you'll have the experience, not just editing or interviewing, so you can do the whole thing.
I went to every news day, but make sure you actually work during them, that you're not just sat around. Like make sure you bring something, because the lecturers are there to help you. They're there to, if you bring a bit of filming in or a bit of audio, and they can't help you improve if you don't bring anything with you. So if you bring a bit of film with you, Andy can then show you, be like, oh yeah, okay, well this is what you've done wrong, so next time you know not to. And the same with audio. Will and Dave are really, really good at telling you what is needed. So yeah, make sure you go to news days and bring something with you. Don't just go there and sit down and have a laugh with all your mates.
Put down the beer and do some work, to be honest, because I went out far too much in third year, and there's nothing wrong with that really, if you can find the right balance, but you know, you've got to prioritise your work, and make sure you get the balance, because you know, you're at uni, it's too easy to go out to Oceana every Tuesday night, get pissed, and then not come in the next day, not go to the library the next day, and not do any work.
Timing is the best thing to work on. You need to make sure that you've got your dissertation or your final major project down to a point, so you know when you've got to do everything. Make sure you know what times are dedicated to which part. That is the main bit I would recommend, is really, really work on your timing.
Keep planning, stay on top of your workload, and always stay ahead of whatever you're doing. Plan in advance, make sure everything, don't leave anything to the last minute. Don't leave anything to the last minute. Do not miss a news day if you can help it. All the practice you can get of just going on shoots, planning, editing, producing, writing scripts, doing voiceovers, all that stuff really does come in handy, because in my job now, I've been working on the Premier League football today, and I've done pretty much everything that I would do in a normal news day. I couldn't be doing this job without the news days and without uni really.
Make sure you get work experience. I would not have a job this year if I hadn't have done it. I got work experience last May, and they've now kept me on. And I also worked for a football club the whole of last season as a press officer. So I'm currently working at Spire FM on the news team. I got that job because I started doing work experience there last year, and they then employed me after that. Don't be afraid to be a nuisance to people when you go around asking for work experience. Keep sending emails, keep making phone calls, keep leaving messages, and that's what I found. And be prepared to work for free as well. I did that since the age of 16, and only now am I really starting to get paid.
Definitely get some experience. Don't turn down any opportunities. believe it or not, I got this job working for the Premier League through working at Eastleigh Football Club in the conference, and just through networking and meeting people there.
So get your work experience. It literally will help you so much, and you'll honestly be able to walk into a job straight afterwards if you've got that on your CV.
Final year at university set me up for this, really. Like I said before, emailing around and making contact with people, getting your name known, recognising faces in press boxes if you want to work in football or any sport really. Getting your name and your face recognised is the most important thing with sports journalism.
The sports journalism course is really, really helpful. It really does train you, and so you can walk straight into a job and feel comfortable when you're there. Obviously,
I now have the skills that I can go into a lot of jobs and be like, I've done this. I've got all the different. I've done Final Cut Pro. I've done Adobe Edition. I've done Final After Effects. All of that. I've got the skills. I know how to do print journalism. I know how to do online journalism. I know how to do all the different forms of media, and that's the main thing I learned at third year, was really to perfect all of that.
Peace out.